Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. It's Paul with Stud Pack. We're back on our bathroom remodel today. We actually have a kitchen entertainers remodel that we're starting, but it's so cold here in the south. We're in the teens overnight temperatures. It is so cold. We didn't want to pull the ceilings down in that house because it was going to make that whole house really cold for the owners. So we're kind of waiting on that one. We took advantage of the time. We're back on our bathroom and there's a few things we want to get done today. It's like when you get to the end of a project and there's that punch list that you got to do, we're just going to power through it. Yes, so the first thing we're going to do is get in this toilet room behind me and change the angle stop. Alrighty gang, the water is off to the house. This is the angle stop we're going to change. I have a new one here. This is 1/2" copper. So we have 1/2" copper compression. And this is a 1/4 turn. That's the ones that I like to use. We have a new escutcheon. I have two types of pullers to remove the compression nut and the old ferrule. Compression nut and ferrule. I'll show you those. So why don't we just get started? The easiest way for me is I use a 15/16 and a 13/16 open-end wrench, and they work great on these angle stops. I'm just going to loosen it and then spin it around and open it. Let's see how much water we got in here. Just let it drain out. Not too bad. So now we've got the old valve off. Now we have to remove the old compression nut and the ferrule. This is a tool just for doing that. This one with the red body, it slides in behind that nut. Here, let's see if I can put it on there for you. This isn't the one I'm going to use, but it's the one I wanted to show you. Like that. And then when you tighten this handle, this plunger goes inside the pipe and pulls that off. This does the same thing, except this one threads into that nut. It had a T-handle on it originally, which I broke off many years ago, so a friend of mine welded that nut on there for me. Then I can use my impact driver and zip it off really fast. So let's check this out. So I'm just threading it onto the compression nut. There we go. Just want to make sure I'm in there about 3 or 4 threads. All right, now we're ready. Just like that. I always like to clean it up. We'll put the new escutcheon on there. So that's what it looks like after you pull the compression nut off of there. And there's the ferrule right there. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it looks like Frodo's ring.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so let's put this one on. All right, it hit the stop. There's a stop inside the valve. It only goes so far. I'm gonna snug it up. I'm not gonna get it tight yet. That's all I need right now, because I'm probably going to move this a little bit when we install the toilet, and we'll show you that later. But that's all we need to do right now. So why don't we get behind you, Jordan, and change that leaking ball valve while the water's off. All right, gang. So while the water is off to the house, we got to get back under this tub. So a few videos back, we did the tub install, and I think the title of the video was actually the smooth tub install, something like that. Well, the tub went in great. So this ball valve on the cold side has a tiny leak right here at the stem. So we're going to change it, even though I really don't want to. In fact, one of you commented that it looked like it was bad. So that was a good catch. So what we're going to do, I've got a new one right here. I'm going to cut this pipe just on the right side of this coupling. We'll drain the water out of the system. We'll unsweat that coupling, unsweat the old ball valve at this coupling, and then repipe everything. So the first step is to make a cut right here. We're going to use our little cutter that we showed you before. I'm going to put it right up against the shoulder of that coupling, get as close as I can. I'm going to close it. All right, that was exciting. All right, we'll let that run out. So while this side is draining a little bit more, I'm going to take this apart above this valve. Got my torch ready to go. Let's get it done. All right, we got that one off. Now let's get this coupling off of this side. If we're going to get it hot enough with that water going through there.
Right.
All right, so this water coming out of there is going to give us a problem. We're not going to be able to put enough heat on that pipe. So I'm just going to bend that up. It's soft copper. Just like that. That should be enough to trap that water back here, and I can get that coupling off now. Let's try it, bud.
That reminds me of those scenes in movies where like a super strong guy, like super strength,
bend something.
like the barrel of a gun.
See the solder melting? All right, that worked like a charm. So we've got this piece of pipe bent up, which is going to stop the water from coming out. I think my next plan of attack is to solder that valve on right here on the left side only. Then we can put the pipe back where it belongs, and the valve is going to prevent the water from coming out, and we can finish piping this thing up. So let's get these cleaned and fluxed and solder this valve onto that line. All right, I'm ready to solder, but I'm going to crack this open just a little so that any steam that builds up over here can escape. Otherwise, it could blow out through my joint that I'm trying to solder. So let's try that. There we go. Boom. All right, man, that new valve is on. Let's turn this off all the way, go outside, get the water back onto the house, and finish piping this thing up. All right, there's still a lot of solder on this old pipe. I'm just gonna heat it up and then wipe it off with a damp rag. It's just easier that way than trying to clean it off with the emery paper. There, see that? Now it's ready to be cleaned. So this piece of copper I saved from the shower when we repiped that old valve. So I'm just going to reuse it to repair under the tub. So I've got to make a cut right here. Let's get that done, and then we'll cut it to length on this side. There we go. Deburr it. All right, it's all cleaned and cut. Let me flux this side, and we'll fit it up and then solder it. I would have changed these ball valves sooner, but they weren't leaking, and ball valves usually last forever. It's going in, huh?
Yeah.
Cool down that valve.
That wasn't too bad.
Nope, cool. All right, let's go turn the water back on, check for leaks. All right, check it out. Here's our new valve. No leaks, perfect. And there's our old one. Check that out. That was a mess.
Yeah, when you've got like 4 or 5 different colors on your valve,
Yeah.
that's when it's time to change, I guess.
Yep, I think that water was dripping right on there and fouled something up. All right, that's done. I think what I want to do next, Jordan, I want to set this toilet. So we have to mount the flange, which is going to create some dust. And I say that because I need to paint this baseboard one more time.
Okay.
So why don't we set this and create our dust and get it all cleaned up. Then we'll paint that one more time. Then we'll set the toilet. All right, so let's get our tools ready to put this flange in. Alrighty guys, here's our toilet flange, complete with primer spilled on it, but it'll be fine. So this one is made to go inside 4-inch pipe or on the outside of 3-inch pipe. We have 4-inch pipe here in our slab, so that's just gonna sit just like that. Perfect. So when I rotate it to where I want it, about right there, I've already checked it out. So I'm gonna use my roto hammer with a small bit. I think that's 3/16, and I'm gonna mark 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. We're gonna remove that, drill a 1/4-inch hole, put in our anchors, and install that permanently. Right now we have our plastic anchors set. If you wanted to use Tapcons or something else, it'd be fine. We like the plastic anchors, and then I have stainless steel screws to attach the flange to the floor. But remember, the original flange wasn't glued in there. We just pulled it out, right, Jordan? But we're gonna glue this one. But before I do that, I'm gonna get in there, just clean it up a little bit. That's good. All right, we'll clean it with some primer. All right, we're good.
Nice.
Now we can set that toilet. Cool, let's turn the water back on, test it out. Alrighty guys, the toilet went in great. No real issues on the installation. We test flushed it and it drained incredibly slowly. And I was like, what is going on? So a few weeks ago, well 2 weeks ago about, I was at the site and I noticed that the rag we put in the drain was no longer there. So I assumed Jordan had pulled it out. But he didn't. So now we're wondering if somehow a critter, like those rats that we found over here, grabbed that rag and pulled it down. That's my only explanation. So we're gonna pull this toilet and see if we can find that rag. So the tank is full of water and the bowl's full of water. I've got the water back here shut off, but I don't wanna flush this again and take the chance of pushing the rag further down the pipe if it is in there. So we've switched our shop vac to the wet vac function, and we're just going to vacuum all the water out.
Yep.
All right, gang, we're going to stick the GoPro down there and see what we can see. See if we can see that rag.
I can't see anything.
But you're not past the 90, huh? I put my phone on that piece of quarter round. Don't lose it, bud.
All right, let's see what we can see.
All right, start the video and send it down.
And hey, if we drop it, it's a good excuse for you to get a new phone, huh?
I love that phone. All right, that should tell us what we need to know, huh?
All right. Let's review the footage.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, we should be able to see just right here. Okay, the juice is behind the tape. Oh my gosh, the suspense is killing me.
Or maybe it was a big rat.
Look at that, Dad.
There, look at that.
Look at that. You can totally see the rag in there.
Yep. Now, how did that get that far in the pipe? We didn't touch it.
Wow.
Something had to drag it in there.
All right, well, now we know what we got to do, huh? How are we going to get it out of there? Friday afternoon woes.
And I'm starving. I can't even think right now. Maybe it's time to go get some food and consider our options.
I'm down for that.
All right.
Let's do it.
Hey, gang, we're back from lunch. We fueled up, can think again, and Jordan and I were talking about this rag, and that rag was stuffed in there pretty tight. And we were wondering, how can it go down almost a foot and then through a 90 and then 2 feet horizontally. It's not going to do that on its own.
Gravity won't do it.
Right. So if you go back in one of the original videos in this series, one of the first ones where we found those rats, we think Remy got revenge on us. We think a rat pulled that rag down into that pipe. There's really no other explanation.
No.
I had a project once where I had stuffed a rag in there, and at the end of the project, we pulled the rag out, and it was all torn up because they were chewing on it. So we've got this fish tape. It's all I've got. I put a hook on the end, and we're going to try to hook that rag and pull it out of here. Let's give it a shot. Friday afternoon, hopefully we get lucky, huh?
Right.
All right.
All right.
Feels like I got something.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa!
Dude, look at that.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look, I just snagged it. Look at that.
Wow.
Barely.
Wow.
Oh, look, it's all torn up.
Whoa!
That was one piece. Look at that. It is shredded.
Oh, no way.
Something huge chewed that up and pulled it down.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Well, before whatever it is comes out of this pipe, let's put that toilet back.
Okay.
All right. We're going to use this and make sure this thing drains. I feel like we got it. I feel like we got all the rag out of there, but let's just check it. It's like a little pressure washer. All right, it's draining well. Fortunately, I had another wax ring in the truck, so let's get this toilet on. Round 2. All right, seat's on. Nice soft close. Before we put the lid on, let's give it a test flush. There we go. Much better. Sweet. All right. Well, I've used rags my whole life to stuff in a drain like that. I've never had that happen. So my takeaway on this, no more rags. We're going to use a test plug from now on. But just like that rat or whatever it is took a chunk out of that big rag, this took a chunk out of our day. We had more that we wanted to do, but we're going to wrap it up and we will see you tomorrow. All right, gang, we're going to wrap up this video. It's actually a Sunday. We came over here to do a few things and to clean up while the owners are out of town. We didn't expect to get so much footage on this toilet install, but sometimes as a contractor, you get curveballs thrown at you, and that certainly was a curveball we weren't expecting, but we handled it. So if you like the video, be sure to go get your fish tape, hook that like button, pull it for us. We really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Drop us a question or a comment. We'd love to see those, and we will see you on the next one.